In the gentle hills of Windmere, where the mornings are crisp and the sunsets golden, time moves slowly, and the people live simply. At the heart of this village was a small stone cottage where Agatha, a silver-haired woman with gentle eyes, lived alone. Though she had no family, Agatha was never truly alone. The people of Windmere often stopped by her home to bring soup, share a laugh, or ask for advice. To the villagers, Agatha wasn't just an elder, she was a friend, a healer, a mother to all. Visuals: misty hills, quiet paths, her cottage garden, neighbours waving. She may not have had riches, the children would say, but she had the richest heart in all of Windmere. Agatha's days were filled with small joys: tending to her herb garden, helping mothers with newborns, fixing broken toys for children, making healing tea for the sick. She found happiness not in what she had, but in what she gave. She always said, "Wealth is measured by the peace in your heart, not the gold in your purse." The villagers often offered to pay her, but she declined. "Just bring me bread and stories to share," she'd say with a smile. One frosty morning, winter whispering in the wind, Agatha ventured into the forest to gather herbs before the snow arrived. As she walked past the brook and the twisted pine, something caught her eye: a strange wooden box, half buried in moss and leaves. With effort, she unearthed it. Inside lay shimmering gold coins and jewels. Her breath caught. For the first time in years, she imagined what life would be like, without need, without giving, just resting. A new coat, a warm chimney, comfort. But the box was heavy, far too heavy to carry. So she built a sled of branches, tied with her shawl. "Let's see how far I can get," she whispered, smiling. She pulled the sled slowly, stopping every few feet. After a while, she noticed a dull shimmer. She peeked inside. The gold had turned to silver. Agatha paused. "Still valuable," she reassured herself. "I can still build a better life." She pulled on. Later she looked again. The silver had turned to iron. A quiet sadness settled in her chest. "Even iron is useful. I can build, I can trade," she thought, trying to believe it. She kept going. The forest was long. Her hands blistered, her shawl tore, her feet bled slightly from cold stones. She stopped again and opened the box. The iron had become stones, plain, heavy, worthless. She sat beside the sled. Tears welled up, not for the lost riches, but for the hope that had carried her this far, and vanished. Flashback. Scenes of her joyful moments, children laughing, neighbours sharing bread, the peaceful fireplace. She whispered, "Wasn't I happy already?" Then she smiled. A true smile. Because she realized she hadn't lost anything in chasing what she didn't need. She remembered everything she already had. She stood up, stretched her aching back, and patted the box gently. "Thank you for reminding me," she said, "but I no longer need to carry what isn't mine to keep." Agatha turned and left the box behind. As she walked home, she noticed the beauty around her. The birds overhead, the crunch of leaves, the sun warming the treetops. She arrived to see her neighbours waiting with soup, fresh bread, and questions. "Where did you go?" they asked. "Nowhere," she smiled, "but I found something important." Agatha returned to her peaceful life, her garden, her herbs, her people. And though she had no gold, she had firewood delivered, laughter shared, and hands held. She taught the children how to plant basil, and the elders how to make pain balm from crushed leaves. Years later, when she passed quietly in her sleep, the whole village lit candles. In her memory, they built a bench in the forest clearing where the box had once been left behind. It read, "Here rests no treasure, but a woman who knew its meaning." True happiness is not found in what we chase, it's in what we already hold, if we're wise enough to see it. Be grateful, be kind, let go of what weighs you down. Be happy in every situation.